excited is Pierre. Pierre.
I am more excited than Pierre to describe my country.
We're still waiting for Pierre. We lost him.
Oh, I'm here. I just saw that now I'm being recorded, so there's much more pressure on me.
Yeah, no worries, man. There is no pressure.
So I should describe my country's culture.
Yeah.
The country. I didn't get the question right.
Basically, you have to describe your country's culture, how you view the people, or in any perspective that you want to answer this question.
Okay, well, ladies first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I am surrounded by gentlemen. So, hello everyone. Should I start?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
So, I think most of you know that I come from Tunisia. So Tunisia is a small country in Northeast Africa. It's a very beautiful country with a small population of 11 million people, and the spirit of the country, and that's something that you find from north to south the country, is that everyone is so warm and how do you say accueillant? Like everyone is so welcoming, and people get together in all times of the year. So most of the year you will find dinners with big family gatherings. The weddings are always big, like you find weddings with 1,000 people. When we go to the beach, it's like a crew of 20 people to go swim together. When we have a program, it's always a lot of people who gather together to spend the maximum time we can together and to enjoy everyone in their different way. And that's where the differences come. So you will find people who are more open-minded, people who are more narrow-minded, but the spirit is always the same. It's about never spending one day alone like we are doing now in coronavirus. It's so difficult for Tunisian people like myself because we're not used to staying alone. We're always together in every activities. So I don't know if describing the culture goes more into traditions, but I think the main point of the culture is that what I was just describing, and you can apply it in every season and every occasion. It's always being friendly, being warm, and helping each other, doing everything together, organizing everything together, and then always finding a reason to celebrate and to party. That's what everyone tries to do in their different ways. I don't know if I answered the question, Ali, or if we're supposed to talk about other stuff.
No, I guess it was more from your perspective. So I guess you did pretty well, and I could identify my country also with most of what you said. We're not that far away from each other. There is only Algeria between us. Thank you, Rabah. And yeah, I guess this was a very good introduction. We know that Tunisian people are people who are very welcoming, warm, and yeah, they like to party a lot, apparently. So was that a good resume?
I did not only talk about young people who like to party. Even old people, they make their own occasions and gatherings in their own way. But it's always being with people you love and spending the maximum time with others.
Thank you very much again for your introduction.
My pleasure.
Pierre, your turn.
Yeah, hello. So I am Pierre, a typical French guy who will present to you the French culture. Basically, French culture is mostly about three things, I'd say. But these are not the things from the motto Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. There is only one, liberté, which means freedom. The French are very proud of their freedom. They don't like their government or any kind of authority to dictate them what they should do. You can see them, for instance, at this moment, people are always saying that this coronavirus will not prevent them from living their life. And people are much more in France impacted by this lack of liberty, we could say, than in any other countries. But this liberty pride can sometimes be very, very important for French people and can make happen some beautiful moments in France of solidarity, freedom, and respect. Then the second thing I would like to speak of for French is their pride in their nation, even in their government, even though they always complain about it. When it comes to comparing with other countries, they are very proud, but they try to be it always by giving arguments. They try to prove that their country is not the best, but cannot be forgotten. For instance, all the jokes from Americans about the white flag in France, about the fact that France, in a way, surrendered during the Second World War, is a typical matter of arguments online.
Yes, you have the best ratio of win. We know it.
Yeah, for instance. French are also very proud of their language. In many parts of the world, they speak French. And yeah, very, 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 very proud of that. Without being too much reminiscent of the colonial history. And then I said that the third thing, there might be a lot of things to speak of, but I would like to focus on three things. So first it was freedom, then the pride as a general matter, and third it would be the romance, everything about romanticism, not only in Paris, but you can see on YouTube many videos about foreign people that live in France, and what do you think about the French, the same way as I'm speaking about the French today to you. And most of them speak of romanticism. So it is not romanticism as in a movie, but most of the time there is some kind of romanticism in France. I said, for instance, that we as French think that the most important thing as a relationship is the couple, our beloved one. But in some countries, it could be the family. In some others, it can be the friends. In France, most of the time, it's the most important thing is the couple. I know that, for instance, during this lockdown, a lot of people try to be with their beloved one rather than with their families. And in some other countries, this could be a bit different. I would also say that about romanticism, many of our political statesmen or stateswomen are known for having, they had some, for instance, extramarital relationships. It had made great scandals, but in a certain way, they were not trying to really conceal it. It was almost, yeah, of course, it's cheating, but it was almost natural. It happens. It wasn't something that you would lose your job for. So yeah, basically, freedom, pride, and romance, passion. That's what I would say about French culture.
Thank you very much again, Mr. Pierre, with your explosive presentation. We like them as always. Now it's time for the presentation of culture, which will be presented by Teja Shinde. I will leave you the mic, my colleague.
Thank you. Everyone, guys can hear me. So it's funny, as I was coming online on Teams, here I was thinking that we have a lot in common today. Some might, I say might, be seriously working on never-ending assignments. Some will be scrolling never-ending 9gag, Facebook, Instagram. Even I'm scrolling right now. I am taking some screenshots. That's hot. Oh, memory get full. Anyways, I know you people have already subscribed to online free streaming hub. Of course, guys, it's I'm talking about the Netflix 1 month subscription, not the other thing. Damn Netflix. Now the other day, I had to use a calendar. Who uses calendar right now in lockdown? But I had to use it to set a reminder to brush. And the most common of all of us is thing in this lockdown is like planning what to eat. I'll be doing the same, like eating directly putting cornflakes in mouth and topping up with milk. Well, quarantine is getting filthy and quarantine is getting nasty. Guys, I'm not talking about the one in the PPMBD. And then there are legends are online to like us, every one of us, to here to win cash prize. Good luck with that. And in the midst of this pandemic, very few are in the category of legends. Ultra legends still swiping right. Hmm. Up. Right, up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Tejas Shinde, host for the evening, along with Sabrish, the easygoing guy, Dien, the beautifully polite girl, Ziki, the smart and wise, Ali, the tall guy, and Vaibhav, the another tall guy, has come up with a cultural event in the midst of this lockdown. Moving on, I'd like to explain why culture is important and to the society and how it was constructed by the society. A person cannot understand one without the other because one shapes the other. The way people interact with one another and perceive the environment is all a part of a culture. Culture reflects the inner working of an individual society. It helps to define social situations so people understand how to behave based on the societal cultural norms. Culture also defines values, influence personality developments, and influence career coach choices. In India, it is going to be either engineer or either a doctor. That's well defined. If culture didn't define values or what is considered right and wrong within the society, then there would be a social discord and the society would fail. Society could not function without cultural norms that assist in governing behavior and values, and culture could not exist without societal influence to create it. It is very important to note that culture can and does change over time on societal norms changes. They must coexist in order for human to exist in an organized manner. Okay, let's look at the benefits of a culture as a master's student, as we all studying doing masters. So there are like I have plotted down 7 benefits. Like diverse culture perspective can inspire creativity and drive innovation. That's the aim what our director, course director, Dr. Adil is looking for. Second point, local market knowledge and insight makes a business more competitive and profitable. That's a growth strategy therein. Best of luck for our upcoming exams. Third is cultural sensitivity, insight, and local knowledge means higher quality, targeted marketing. That's what Professor Arbut has taught us. Fourth point is drawing from a cultural diverse talent pool allow us an organization to attract and retain the best talent, which is what schema is grooming all of us for. The fifth point is a diverse skill based allows an organization to offer a broad and more adaptable range of products and services. That's what all of us are practicing by assisting and working with one another in our upcoming projects and other different subjects. The sixth point is diverse team are more productive and perform better. So right now we are doing a PPP group cultural element. Seventh point and the last point is greater opportunity for personal and professional growth. That's the personal. I will leave it up to you guys. As a student, we have always made to learn things as advantages and disadvantages, but never had made us or given us a glimpse of future. Well, for now, future is dark, of course. We as a human existed through such peril and destruction. Just we as a human need a slight, small ray of hope in this darkness. We'll all pray that this darkness goes fast. As a fun fact, we will all pass this together hand in hand, and in future we will have stories to share with our grandchild, children's, or maybe children's with us. Everyone breeds the potential. Good luck. On serious note, as a next future leader, as every one of us are, we have to consider the challenges as a cultural thing what we might face. So I have plotted down 4 cultural challenges we might have as different understanding of professional etiquettes. The second is colleague from some cultures may be less likely to let their voice be heard. we have to provide a platform and or a chance, or we have to make a change as a global leader. Then the third point is integration across multicultural teams can be difficult in the face of prejudice or negative cultural stereotypes. This is what the world is going through. You have to we have to make those changes and we have to overcome. And the last point is professional communication can be misinterpreted or difficult to understand across languages and culture due to accent, due to wrong pronunciations, and due to different many other things, and conflict working styles across the team. Just understand one can help one another to move mountains. Enough of moving mountains. Let's start with our presentation. You all guys are waiting for. Please, Vaibhav, take your. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tejas, for such a elaborative and brief explanation about why we need culture. And with that, I'm moving towards the presentation of each culture that we are going to do now. So I'll share my screen. And it is not open yet. Can you see my screen, guys?
No.
Cool. Where it is?
No, we can't see your screen. Yeah.
Can you see now?
Not,
No.
no.
No,
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 no.
no.
Good job, Vaibhav.
Yeah, thank you. Here it is. Can you see it now?
Yep, yep.
Yes.
Okay, so namaste to the all of the participants. So namaste is the word we use as a hello or the bonjour. So this is the first word we. Yeah. So this is the yes. Thanks for that. This is the greeting. This is how we greet people internationally as well as in everyday life. And as you know, India is a very wide and vast country. It has got cultural values that has been there for for centuries. And here I'm going to talk about some of these features of the India. So moving on to the next. So yeah, so I'll talk about some history about India. So as you know that we have been ruled by Britishers for more than 200 years. So this is how it looked like before the independence. So before independence, India was like Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, where all of them were together. So when Britishers gave us independence, Pakistan and Bangladesh decided to cede away. So after that, it started looking like this. So even after independence, India had too many states in it. Like at the time of independence, it had 500 states, but right now it has got 29 states. And the most engaging and enthralling feature of India is that uh, it has got almost 22 languages and 720 dialects. So in the world, we have the most languages spoken in one single country. As you know that we have lost many Indians in SKEMA, and even you might have observed that when we talk to each other, we communicate in English. This is because we come from different regions of the India. Like Tejas and I, we come from the same city, so we speak Marathi. While there are some South Indian guys like Vijay and who others like Rohit. So they speak some different language. So in order to avoid that, in order to avoid the barricade of language, we speak in English. So the English is the one which unites us because we have been ruled by Britishers, as I told before. So this is one of the major feature of India. So about the festivals. So India is all about the festivals. We have festivals almost on every month. Each month we have some festival and we celebrate it like anything. But the two major festivals that India has are the Diwali and Holi. So Diwali is basically the festival of lights. So we celebrate it when the winter season arrives. So you might know that when winter comes, the day shortens and the night widens. So in order to celebrate, in order to defeat the darkness, we light up the lanterns and we light up our houses. That is how we celebrate the arrival of winter season. And the second most popular festival of India is Holi. You might have seen the photos on the internet about it, and we had Holi celebration in Paris, but due to Corona, it could not happen. So Holi is about is it also called as the festival of colors, and it is celebrated when the spring arrives. So spring, you might know that in spring what happens is that you can see the flowers blooming. You can see that the weather starts becoming pleasant. Like right now, we are waiting for the spring to come, and I see very beautiful flowers and trees blooming. So this is how we celebrate this festival. So in this festival, we just throw the colors on each other, and that's how we celebrate the Holi. So one of the other there are still many more features that India has. So I'll just put them in short. So one of the major features is that India has got the richest temple in the world, and it is named as Padmanabh Swami. It is situated in the South India, and even we did not know about the treasure it has got inside it. So the Indian government first come to know about it in the year 2010, and it was very popular that time because we came to know that it has got 22 billion worth of gold, jewels, and statues, which made which made this particular temple the world's uh, uh, richest temple. So this is it, and we are going to play one short video about India. So I think you would love this video. So I would want
Vaibhav,
all of
before
you to.
starting, can you check? Vaibhav, before starting, can you check your like system input audio? You have clicked. You have checked it.
No, I haven't checked that yet.
Can you disconnect? Yeah, disconnect the share and again sharing back. You select it.
So was I not audible?
Your voice was audible. I'm talking about the video itself. You'll be playing the video.
Maybe.
Before sharing, include system audio. Do that. That's all.
Okay. What are you doing, man? Okay. So I'll play the video now. I'll check it. Okay. Wait, man.
It's not audible, Vaibhav.
Yeah, Vaibhav would not
Okay,
hear
wait.
you.
Just wait. I'll just.
Maybe we could leave the video in the end so you can find the button where you can share the audio properly.
That's fine then. No problem.
Okay. Well, I guess that. Can you please stop sharing the screen?
Yeah.
Thanks. So yeah, that was a kind of big introduction to what we're trying to do. As we said before, the best teams are the ones that have different backgrounds, and this is what we're trying to prove today. We live in a more globalized world, even today with the coronavirus that's threatening this globalization. But we are definitely confident that the way to go forward is through this way. And without further ado, I will leave you with the Kahoot. Okay. And okay, people. Here you go. Here is the ID for the Kahoot. Please join.
Guys, can someone mute this music, please?
Okay, I guess everybody is there, so I will start right now. There is some nice names, so please, the names you chose are not obviously known, so in the end, if you win, just say it. So,
चालू हो गया.
excellent. So yeah, as you know, the capital of China is Beijing. And Ziki, are you there with us?
I'm here.
I will let you present your part. It will be better.
And then now,
questions quickly.
just one question now. Yeah, so I think we can go next question. It's better.
Okay.
Yeah, the right answer is first one, 56. Yeah, we have 56 ethnic groups in China. Yes, the most popular, the Han, the group Han, have had the most population. So, yeah, I think most people should choose the right answer. So next, please. Okay, the right answer is Spring Festival. Its name is like it's also named Chinese New Year. So we our New Year is name is Spring Festival. So that's it. Next one.
So Alex, I guess it's Alexis Savi, if I'm not mistaken. He's taken the lead so far.
Yeah, the right answer is tea. Bubble tea is, yeah, I think it's really popular, but it's for the young generation. It's not really common for everyone. So yeah, that's it. Yes, both of these four choice are very popular. Plays are very popular in China, and Great Wall is I think is the most popular one, but even I didn't go there for so. Yeah, that's it. That's the right answer, and I recommended you guys to go to the first one, Forbidden City. It's really beautiful. Okay, next one.
A bit of historical background. It's just that the Great Wall of China was created by the different dynasties in order to protect them from the Mongol invasions. So, and they're still there today. So it's a great mark for the history of China.
Yeah, it's very long, very long. It's a very long wall, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, somebody lost his spot.
Yeah. Yes, we have 50,000 standard words in our diction now, characters. Even they have a different pronunciation, but yeah, that's it.
A hint would be to not go with the easy one.
Yeah, your first one is right. Basically, when we meet our friends or someone else, we just say that hi, hi, yeah, right. And then, have you eaten yet? Just it's like greeting, and it's like, what are you going to do now? It's like this way. So it's our in culture, I think. Yes.
Okay, thank you again. So Sushi is the leader right now. He's combining the different strikes, except that this one, I guess he missed. Or she.
She.
She. Yeah, obviously.
Who is she? Yes, this one, the red envelope is also a tradition in China, especially in the Spring Festival. The elder in a family will give the red envelope to the younger. So that's our tradition, and even now we can use the red envelope to between our friends. for example, if someone's birthday, we don't know what to buy as a gift to him or her, we can just give him or her a red envelope like this. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I'm right behind Adil.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Adil is playing.
Can't see. 白酒。Yes, the cat is not in the list. On the list, we have 12 animal. For example, every year we have different animal. Yeah, so this year for 2020, we are rat. So yeah, that's it. It's even people with people that's not born in different years have a special animal in our country. Yes, that's it. But I think the most people like dragon ear, or pig. Yeah, I think this is the most popular sign.
Thank you again. So a new leader has emerged. Suraj rocks. Such creativity behind those names.
See, Adil is here. Adil, you can see him.
So which are the 4 great inventions of ancient China? Which of them?
Well, the 4 of them are great inventions.
Exactly, nice one, Pierre.
Okay.
All of them were actually created by Chinese inventors. So I will let Ziki continue, I guess, with the comments.
This one, yes, it is. It's very it's very ancient, I think. Yes, they invented these things, and even us, we just learned on the book. So that's it. It's both of 4 answers are the inventions at this time. So that's it.
Oh my God, Doctor, you're here with us.
I don't think so.
He's mesmerizing again.
I think it's someone.
Excellent.
Yeah, someone write his name. Yeah.
No, it must be Adil, I'm sure.
I guess it's Adil. I think if he wins, we will give it to Adil.
In
Yeah,
exchange,
you are right.
Adil is here.
Right, very smart. Yeah.
So take your time. What is China's longest river and the biggest river in Asia?
Yes, the answer is the third one. Also, the name in Chinese, we also call it like Changjiang. So it's Changjiang, yes. It is the longest river in Asia and the 3rd longest in the world. Yeah, and the longest in the world to flow entirely within one country. So they just in China, this river start from the one position. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm not really sure where it started, but this in China. Yeah.
So we would like to thank China for those questions. I guess the move now is for French chapter. Or not. This is the last question. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's a character from legendary. It's really popular in China, and even now we have from when we were little, there are some TV series about this novel, and when we grow up, there's still many new movies about this story. It's quite interesting. So
in fact, there is even a video game about it. So
which one?
There is a video game named The Monkey King, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know it. Okay. It's about 4 people. They go for
The more you know.
Yeah,
Let's see if Adil is still the leader. Apparently, he still is. But the competition is very tight. So one mistake, everybody can take the lead. Moving on to the French chapter. What is French national team? National anthem.
National team is OM.
Exactly.
Who said la Parisienne?
Yeah, who said that?
La Parisienne, isn't it a baguette?
Maybe. But yeah, the Marseillaise is the right anthem, and it has been officialized as the official one in the 18th century. You can go to.
When is the annual French celebration taken in a parade in front of the Arc de Triomphe?
Hey, very good. So it's the 14th of July is for the 1789 year. It's for the Prise de la Bastille. It's the rebellion from the population against the kingdom and the king. And so it's the end of the monarchy.
Thank you very much for the answer. So Suraj is taking the lead again. Pierre, don't fall back. Don't fall back.
No, I'm going to go ahead of Adil. Don't worry. That's my sole objective.
So how many countries have frontiers with France?
You mean physical borders?
Yes.
Oh.
Now I expect the full list.
I can give you that. So there is Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, Andorra, and Monaco. For the 8 countries.
Oh, fuck. Now Monaco is a country. We're fucked.
That's the tricky play.
What is that, Pierre? Well, I didn't think of Andorra and Monaco as countries, but that little, I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess that's for Wikipedia.
What was the most visited monument in France?
SKEMA!
Ah, very good. So yeah, the Arc of Triomphe is the first one, and following is the Mont Saint-Michel, with more than 1 million thousand of visitors per year. Yep, very good.
So, which French monument is surnamed the Iron Lady? The monument was exchanged with the US in counterpart of the famous Statue of Liberty.
What?
Actually, the monument was traded with the US in counterpart of the Statue of Liberty.
No, but not the monument, the steel for the monument.
The steel for the monument, exactly.
Yeah, they didn't send and ship the Eiffel Tower.
So we have a top 4 that is very tight. 2 questions can change.
Adil already knows the questions in advance.
Oh, j'ai un petit chat là.
Who is Adil?
So how many times the French football team was champion of the world? With their last participation in the 2018 tournaments organized in Russia.
To me, they were the champions all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, who said 3 or 1?
Yeah, people are still stuck in 1998, so we leave them with their 1 cup.
Yeah.
Located in the Alps, what is the highest mountain of Europe? So yeah, the Mont Blanc is the highest point in Europe with an altitude of more than 4,800 meters.
I just Googled and it wasn't that mountain in Europe.
Was it not?
Well, in Europe, apparently, it is Mount Elbrus. In Russia. Is Russia European?
It depends on which part of it.
Tu vas venir chez moi à la place du fusil.
So what is the name of the monument where illustrious French people are buried?
Yes, so it's a pantheon where the people who honor, who have an impact on the French history are buried. So there is, for example, Victor Hugo, Voltaire, Pierre and Marie Curie. So important people from France.
François, lol.
So yeah, it was the franc. And as a matter of fact, many ancient colonies still have their currency as the franc, mainly the one in Africa. So what is the symbol of the French breakfast? Very stereotypical, but you might have guessed it. And unfortunately, it is not bacon, but rather croissant.
I had some this morning. I feel so French.
T'es con.
Whoa!
So what is the most common and consumed type of wine in France? One being the trademark of France worldwide.
Yes, red wine is the first one, and then it's yellow, and the yellow wine is the secondly most consumed.
So how many French actors have won the famous Oscar?
Actually, for this one,
Exactly, being Jean Dujardin, winning it in 2012. So in how many countries French is an official language? As Pierre said in the beginning, the French is very proud with their language, and it is spoken all around the world. And there is an organization famous that is fighting for this language, which is la francophonie.
$104, that would be great.
a bit much. So.
Impérialiste côté.
Yes, very good.
So Suraj is still the winner with a strike of 6 correct answers in a row. So moving on to the India chapter.
Tranquila, Uda. Portugal.
Vaibhav, off your mic, please.
So yeah, I will explain this. There were many countries who ruled the India. So the thing is, Portugal came to India almost 2 to 250 years ago, and it started ruling Goa. And still, there are many people from Portuguese who stay there, and they have Indian nationality. So yeah, the Portugal were the last. They left India after we got the independence from Britishers.
Vaibhav, I think there is some mistake you have tell something. At first, Vasco da Gama come to Calicut in Kerala for Portugal side, and later in 1948, and later on they shifted their kingdom over there, and Goa was the main rural area. It was also the Mumbai, but the Portuguese princess has been married to King of England, so had Mumbai area given to that area. Is it correct? Yeah.
That he did not come to Kerala. He came to Goa first.
Calicut. He came to Calicut.
No. You might have some misinformation. I have read it a lot. So.
Okay, just check.
Okay, next question, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you again for the information. And let's move on to the next question. So which festival is called the Festival of Lights? I emphasize on the word lights.
So yeah, Diwali is the correct answer, as I told you before. So we celebrate it when the winter comes, as in order to defeat the darkness. So that's how we light all the lamps. Yeah. Next.
Pierre, there is still a chance to catch Adil. Your dream.
Oh yeah.
So which country does the national mouth-watering this chicken tikka masala belongs to?
So yes, UK is the answer, because you might have thought it could be India, but since UK ruled us for many years, and they started testing the Indian cuisine, and they went back. They went with the recipe of this particular dish, and there are so many Indians who live in UK. So yeah, UK a few years back officially announced that it's their national dish. So you can go next.
India has how many official languages?
Yeah, I mentioned this already in the presentation. So there are total 29 states, and each state has different language, and the majority of the states speak Hindi. So according to that, we have 22 official languages, and English is also one of the official languages of India. Yeah.
The Festival of Colors.
Yes, Holi is the correct answer, and it is very popular. And many countries have started celebrating this festival, because it's very enjoyable. If you visit India, then you will be surprised how crazy people are for this particular festival. So yes, Holi is the answer.
Okay, Suraj is taking the lead. Can we have Suraj Rocks speaking right now?
Yes, I'm here.
What's your name, gentleman? Suraj.
Adil. I'm gonna get you and take you back from that podium.
Who's this Adil? Even I'm looking for.
So I guess Suraj is having a great lead right now. So how come you know so many questions?
Suraj, if you don't answer, you give up, and then I'm on the podium.
Because the answers are question paper leaked.
What was that, Suraj?
He is
Suraj,
invisible.
can you unmute yourself?
I guess we can't hear him right now.
He gave up. He gave up.
Yeah, he gave up. Let's move on then. What's the meaning of Taj Mahal? Vaibhav? Not there apparently. So yeah, Taj Mahal is the crown of palaces.
Okay.
So yes, Ganga is the right answer, and it is the largest river in the India.
Indus.
Indus is not the longest one. Ganga is the longest one.
Indus is the longest river with 3,180 kilometers, and Ganges is just 2,500
See,
kilometers.
the originates in Himalaya, but it goes to Pakistan afterwards. So it's not the longest one. If you consider Pakistan into it, then it will be the longest one. But I'm talking about India. So it's the Ganga.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which year India got its independence from the United Kingdom? In this picture, you have the two fathers of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru.
You know a lot.
Yeah, man.
So yes, many of you know this answer. So I'd like to add one more point here. So along with India, Pakistan also got the independence on 1947, but Pakistan got it one day before India. So Pakistan got the independence on 40th of August, and we got on 50th of August. Yeah, Pakistan decided to steal away from India. So
Yes, Adil, I got you. You did.
So which country was formed out of India when the UK gave independence to its former colony?
yeah,
So-
Pakistan is the right answer. I just
But
told
wait,
it in the
you
previous
said that they
question.
got independence one day before.
Yeah, just one day before.
So how can, after the independence, Pakistan now exists?
Sorry, what's your question?
Well, you say that on a certain day Pakistan got independence, meaning that Pakistan already existed, and then the next day it's India that gets independence. But according to this question, Pakistan exists only after.
No, Pakistan came into existence just 24 hours before India.
Oh.
See, I will let you know. The thing was that India to rule, India, the British had a good idea. It's like to divide and rule. So they divided India, like Indian peoples, into two groups, that is Hindus and Muslims.
Muslims, yes.
Yeah, exactly. On that basis, Muslims started to voice their that we need some different country to represent
Country
ourselves,
based,
because in
yeah.
this majority we are not getting enough representation. So that's why we need a different state altogether. So they started demanding. So that's why it was after independence. It was accepted by UK, because while living they didn't have to be in the political crisis involving themselves. That's why while living they made us to fight between one another. So still the enmity is
The
still
fight is
right
going
now
on,
living.
yeah.
The
It's
living
still
enmity is still life. And then India was divided into two parts, that is East Pakistan and West Pakistan. So as well, we everyone know West Pakistan is the Pakistan, the itself country, and the East Pakistan, which was later on liberated with the assistance of India, it is now known as Bangladesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, to bring more clarity, the former colony's name was the Union of India. So Pakistan was a part of India at that time.
Yes, it was.
So what is the national animal of India?
Wow, many of you know this answer. So yes, tiger is the national animal, and in India you will find the maximum number of tigers in the world are found in India. So yes, tiger is the national animal.
Which state is known as the Rome of India?
So yes, Rajasthan is known as the Rome of India because there are so many palaces, so many different palaces, and you will get exhausted to see all these palaces. They are so beautiful. So we call it the Rome of India because even in Rome they have lost many palaces. So yes, Rajasthan is the answer.
And this one is a special from the India team. In which country Kama Sutra originated?
Okay, so when you asked this question, Ali itself, you yourself told the answer to the people, like, yeah, it is so from the India. So yes, it is from India, and it was written down like many centuries ago. I don't even remember when it was written down, and many Western people have liked this book. And this book, should I tell what it is about, Ali?
In small details, quickly.
Okay, so it is. So for those who don't know, it is about the physical pleasure and in what way physical pleasure makes our lives better. So it is about that and how we should do that. It is also explained in that particular book. So I hope you all will purchase this someday of your life.
Yeah, I guess the confinement is a perfect period.
It's perfect period to, yes, instead of
perfect your skills.
Yes, it is.
So this closes the chapter of India, and now we move on to the final chapter, being the one of Morocco. So where is Morocco located? Yeah, we are a part of Africa, and as some of you may have confused that we're close to Europe, and we're precisely located in Northern Africa, which once again presents us as the country next to Europe. So what is the system of governance in Morocco? Exactly. Morocco is a monarchy, and the current king has been the king for almost 21 years. He took the throne in July 1999 after his father, King Hassan II, died. So which of the following cities is the capital of Morocco? Casablanca, Marrakesh, Fez, or Rabat? Exactly. Many people might think that Casablanca is the capital, but it's the economic city of Morocco. The administrative, where the king is located and the parliament is also located, is Rabat. So let's see. Suraj is still there. Which of the following languages is spoken in Morocco? So is it Arabic, Berber, French, or Spanish? Yeah, so all the answers are correct. We are a mixture of Berbers who mixed with some Arabs, and a lot of us actually speak the two languages. Then we have been former colonies of France and Spain, which explains the influence of the two countries in Morocco.
Ali, this Berber is same like. Can you describe more about Berber, because I'm not knowing about it?
Yeah, sure. So Berber is the ethnic group that is originated in North Africa, and they spread across all this area from Morocco to
Tunisia.
Egypt. Yeah, even Egypt actually. And a lot of North Africans have a connection with the Berber culture. In fact, most of us are a mixture of Berbers and Arabs who came afterwards with the Islamic conquests from the Middle East. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Was that good, Salma?
That was perfect.
Thank you. So what is the most popular sport in Morocco? Tennis, football, rugby, or kickboxing? All of those are very famous, but which one is the one that goes out the lot? Exactly. Football is the most important sport in Morocco. As a matter of fact, young kids from a very young age go in the streets and play football, which brings some memories. And The kickboxing one is a very good answer because it's a common sport. In fact, many world champions come from Morocco, such as Badr Hari. Some of you may have seen that I play rugby, but no, even though we're one of the best in Africa, unfortunately it's not the most popular sport. So what is Morocco's most popular drink? The iconic drink. Yeah, it's mint tea, the very famous Moroccan tea. Coffee is also consumed, but not as much as mint tea. So, which one of the following is not Moroccan? Is it Gad Elmaleh, French Montana, Red One, or Salma Hayek? Yeah, so Salma.
That's too quick.
Because some people might actually go check it online, but I thought the questions were.
You need to consider the décalage of the internet.
Yeah, we didn't have time to check.
Yeah.
Thank you again for your comments. I will take this into consideration. And
Thank
sorry
you
for any inconvenience. So yeah, Salma Hayek is actually not
Lebanese.
Yeah, she is, and she is made from Lebanese origin. But for the other ones, Red One actually is Moroccan, and he immigrated to Sweden, where he became one of the most famous music producers. French Montana, the rapper, is also Moroccan, and Gad Elmaleh, one of the most famous comedians in this part of the world, is also Moroccan. So every Friday, a famous dish would be served in almost every house in the country. Is it chicken, roasted chicken with fries, shawarma, koshari, or couscous? Yeah, so most people actually got it, and Morocco is very famous for this dish. Couscous is actually served in most houses in Morocco every single Friday at lunch before the prayer to go to the mosque, or more precisely afterwards. So in what year did Morocco win its independence from France? A very hard one for some who might not be accustomed to the culture. I'm actually surprised by the number of answers that are correct. So yeah, Morocco got its independence officially from France in the 20th of March 1956. Morocco declared its independence actually on the 19th of November 1959, but it waited some months before it got officially accepted by the higher instance. So monarchies have ruled the region for how many centuries? The region being Morocco as known today. Was it 12 centuries, 1 century, none? The country just got its independence 64 years ago. Exactly. So many of you might not know it, but monarchies have been in Morocco since the 8th centuries, with the first one being the Idrisid dynasties. and we've had a lot of dynasties, more precisely 7. Right now, there is the last one, which is the Alawid dynasty, with the current king being Mohammed VI. So after a hard week of work, where would Moroccan go to relax and clean themselves? The beach, hammam, the spa, or the swimming pools? Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it's not the beach nor the spa, but the hammam, where this tradition came actually from the Roman Empire with the bath steam rooms, and it was conserved till today. In fact, there are many hammams in Morocco where people would go for €1 approximately. There are higher ones, which are for the most luxurious target population.
It's a final and last question.
Yeah. So who's Suraj rocks? So what is the religion that is not visibly present in Morocco? Islam, Catholicism, Judaism, or Jainism? Yeah, so I know some people might have not the time, but Jainism is the one, not the one that is visibly present in Morocco. It's actually a religion that is present in India. Catholicism and Judaism are also present. They're minorities in Morocco. In fact, the comedian I talked about earlier, Gad Elmaleh, is a Jew that is from Morocco. So yeah, you can find all those cultures. This was the final question. So let's discover our winner.
I think Suraj stopped playing in the last questions because his score remained the same for like 3 or 4 questions.
What was your concern again, Pierre? So yeah,
I think that Suraj left the game at the end because he kept the same score for like 3 or 4 questions.
Did he?
Someone is a mauvais perdant.
No, but I'm honest.
I think there is a suspicion of cheating here.
Yeah. Is there?
Well, it's weird to cheat and then to give up the game. So I'm
But
not
we
saying
want
he
to
cheated.
know who is Adil.
We wanted to know who is Adil.
Who is Adil? We want to know who is Adil.
Adil is the true winner.
Yeah.
Also, to know who is Suraj, especially.
Yeah, we need to know who is Suraj. So Mr. Suraj or Miss Suraj, please.
All the winners should give us 2 minutes about the event, and they should share how was the
And
competition.
it was you all the time, Suraj. We know it.
Suraj, show yourself.
Suraj, show yourself.
Suraj, if you don't show, I think so we will change the rules and we'll pass on the winner prize to the next person in line.
Yes, Suraj, you should show yourself.
Yeah, that's what I said. He left the game at the end. I'm not a mauvais perdant. I'm just saying that he left the game at the end.
There is an internet connection with him. We are having some internet issues with him.
So the second position is a Chinese character I can't read. Can the person manifest itself?
It's me.
Who is it?
Leon.
Leon. Okay. So Leon, speak to us about your experience. How did you think this event was, and how come you know so much about the general knowledge? Because you answered 43 out of 51 questions. So yeah, the mic is yours.
I think it's really good to have good friends from different countries. Then we can know much about the cultures of different countries and to get more knowledge on these different kind of cultures.
Thank you again for this comment. Do you have anything else you want to add?
The event is really nice. It's well organized. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and we want to thank you guys again. I know this was the first event, and some things might actually be improved, but we hope to come back next semester if you're still with us to come back with a better event and hopefully make you even more satisfied. And for the ones who are sadly leaving us this semester, well, thank you for participating, and we will still invite you for the next event.
And the next event we are planning in person, not in Microsoft Teams. Hope.
Yeah,
Hope so we'll do in person.
If the corona is not there. Before we move on to the presentation of our countries from our perspective, I would like to give the only one who conquered, Adil. Pierre, can you please speak about your experience?
What? But I'm not Adil.
Yeah, but you conquered and you won.
Oh, okay. So what I thought of the event? Well, it was great. Some questions were tricky. For instance, I saw some concern from Kathleen in the chat about the fact that French actors, male and female, who got an Oscar were in fact two, because Marion Cotillard also won one. There were some internet connection issues that made the screen appear only 1 or 2 seconds. So yeah, the bad connection, which is not your fault, was quite tricky, and some questions were not super clear. However, I learned a lot, for instance, about the story of Pakistan and then Bangladesh. That was really interesting. I didn't know so much. But overall, the game was fun.
Well, thank you, man, for your participation and your comments. We would like to thank all the participants again for their participation. We will try one last time with Suraj if he's here, or I guess there is a problem of connection.
Yeah, he came back apparently.
Just now he replied in chat. So Suraj, can you reveal yourself, please? No, it is. Please share your thoughts.
Well, unfortunately, he's not responding. So I guess we will move on to the presentations. There was the video from Vaibhav, but I guess there was still a problem with it. And we have the presentation of friends from Diane, and finally, and the presentation from Ziki about China. So
does the video work? Because I also prepare a video about China.
I guess if there is a problem of audio, we will tell you about it also.
Okay, we will see.
Ali, can you stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so before you go, we will start with the presentation and then we will leave you for the night. I will start with Morocco's presentation before leaving the mic for the others. So let me share quickly the presentation. So yeah, guys, as I explained to you before, Morocco is very much a melting pot from a religious and an ethnic point of view, because many ethnicities, such as the Berbers and the Arabs, Africans, Andalusians, even Europeans, all merge together in this point of the planet. And from a religious point of view, it's also a very rich religious place from an Islamic point of view, with the third biggest mosque, tallest biggest mosque in the world, many synagogues, and Catholicism, which has been introduced also from many centuries ago. We are a crossroad between tradition and modernity. We still keep long habits from our ancestors, specifically in our festivals, in our marriages. But we also try to marry this with modernity by investing in our economy, education. Although we still have a problems related to healthcare and education, we're still trying to fight those. And one way to do so is actually through sports. Sports is one of the first schools in life in Morocco. People actually go there to play football, kickboxing. In fact, many our associations have a martial arts learning or class. And yeah, so we learned with those on the streets, and we grew up with each other through sports. And you can see how sports is very important in Morocco also, and more specifically football, because we take a lot of pride in it, and we try to innovate in it, such as this TIFO that I'm sharing with you right now. So yeah, we're in conclusion, and to finish this short introduction, we are a very proud country with proud people who still have a lot to do in order to progress, but we are going there slowly but surely. So thank you for your attention, and shukra.
Marhaba. Ziki, can you share your screen?
Yes. So I will try to play this video, okay? I think it works. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not
now,
yet?
yes. Now, yes. Now, yes.
Not yet? Can you hear it?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Oh. Oh. Okay, thanks guys for. Oh, Adil.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, basically, actually, there are something in this video is very traditional. Even in our daily life, we couldn't say it very often. So, but it's our culture. So they are our culture. So
Okay.
hope you can enjoy it and welcome to China to travel. Yeah, you will
Thank
find
you.
something interesting. Okay.
Okay, so now I will present the friends, and I'm ready to answer all your questions. So, wait. Can you see my screen?
Yes, vive la France.
Okay, so yeah. So bonjour, as we say in France. So first, I will show some important facts to know about France. So of course, Paris is the capital. There is an average population of 65 million of inhabitants. Our president right now is Emmanuel Macron. We have 18 regions in France. So it's composed of the region of France and the different islands all over the world. And we have one official language, which is the French. So the France is very famous for some typical things. So first of all is the luxury boutique. We have each year a fashion week in Paris, and we are well known for our style and our luxury brands like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, or Dior. We are also very well known for our food and gastronomy. So we are well known for the wine, the croissant, and maybe some other foods like the snails or the frog legs, which are very famous and typical of France according to foreigners. Then we have the history. We have a lot of history in France. So, and thanks to monuments, we can keep it. So, for example, there is the Versailles Palace, which is an important place in France, next to Paris. And we have also the Notre Dame, which is the most famous cathedral in France, or even the Eiffel Tower. Then we have the art. We have many great painters and the museum in France that are promoting the cultural part of the France. So many museums are existing all over the country. And here is an example of with the Louvre and some big paintings of Matisse and Manet. And this is for the most common things in Paris, but each region have its own specificity with its own culture and history and their own way of living, which makes France very unique by this way. So that's it for France, and if you have any questions, you can ask them.
William. Hi, sir.
Hello, Ali.
How are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
It's fantastic that you managed to change the scope of the project. And
Sir, you had a very good score at the CAUT. There was your name and you had a very good score.
Really?
Yes.
During the game, and you had a very good score. You were there.
Sure. Everyone will get very good score.
No, I said that you during the CAUT, there was your name and you had a very good score.
Where? Scoring what?
Well, we just had a CAUT. Do you know CAUT?
Ah, really?
And there was your name. Was it you or not?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't know? Oh, so mysterious.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess we're hitting the last part of today's event. In fact, we managed at the beginning to introduce the culture as a whole. Then we tried to make it even more interactive with the presentation of our countries regarding the perspectives. And then the Kahoots, a long Kahoots, which took a lot of time, but we managed it. And we have the winner, which is Young.
Pierre said it's me.
I said you had a good score, not the best score.
Okay, all right.
Next time, next time.
Yeah, your name was used among the participants, but you did not get the highest score.
Okay, all right. C'est la vie.
Yeah, wait. The one who chose your name did not honor you.
Okay.
I guess if Lyong is still here, she will take the mic
speech.
quick. If she's still here, I guess.
But anyway, there was like, this is now the end of the meeting, most likely.
Exactly.
There was like 30 participants during the meeting, and I think there was 51 questions in the Kahoot. So it
Okay.
was very interactive, tackling different countries.
Wow.
So now it's just the end. That's why some people might have
some
left.
questions were tricky, by the way, and so the team who is organizing that helped us clarify our doubts regarding a few questions. Some questions were blatantly easy, some others were very tricky, so their help was very handy and useful.
Okay, interesting. That's great.
And any of our friends would like to give a testimonial?
What?
For the testimonial.
Final testimony.
Final testimony. Yeah.
Final testimony from?
From the participants.
Okay.
We had Pierre throughout the event who commented a lot, but if there is anyone else who wants to take the mic, even Pierre, if he wants to continue, go ahead, guys.
No, I think I'm done. I said enough, perhaps too much.
Yes, Pierre, I think I should tell something about India, because I think during videos there were videos and we stuck, or I think might have some problem in the technical problem, so that he might not delivered. So something I going to share about my country, that actually if you see the India, it's a country of it's a very vast country, that it has 29 provinces, and every province have different food, different language, different culture, different tradition. So you can say that it's and itself apart from this type of diversity, it's a country. So unity in diversity is the best example. And if you go anywhere in India, suppose if you live in India in north part, suddenly you will travel to south part by flight, you will realize you are not in the same country. So this is the specialty of our country. And regarding weathers, festivals, everything that is unique. So in the northern part, temperature is minus 50, and in southern part it will be minus 40, or western part is everything about in our land, that there is a desert, there is a hill, there is a flat land, there is a multiple long numbers of rivers, this called as the, and we are worship to all of them, because we are connected to the mother earth, because when we just play with the natural law, it will reflect. So just we respect to all the things. So this is the main things, and we should respect the nature also, because if we will not respect, we will not get respect from others. It's a reverse. So that's why. And I think in the end should be with Adil sir's comment. I think he's the main person to comment that. Yeah, thank you.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Thanks again for this very serious testimony.
But that wasn't linked to the event.
It was a nice introduction. I guess it was a more clear presentation of India, what he wanted to say,
Yeah.
Ajay. And thank you again for your participation, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you everyone, guys, for participating, and we really enjoyed all of us in this lockdown, and it was totally different experience altogether. Organizing and playing and being with one another. Even we are sitting in different room in different closet, and being all together at same time, coming online and participating and sharing our own experiences, and that's all. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you everyone for the participation. I really appreciate that. We
Very,
as a
very,
team
very
really appreciate
moving. Will you marry me?
Thank you, everyone. I'm
After
really
lockdown,
proud.
look into it.
I'm really proud that you managed to do this. This is very good. These few minutes I spent with you today changed my mood.
Thank you.
Yeah, truly.
It's nice to know. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you stay safe. You stay in touch. Please stay in touch. Okay, check on each other. Call your friends. Call your classmates. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need that. Call me. No problem. Just call me. Say hello. How are you? Whatever. No problem. Hmm?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Vibav. He connected me to this session. Vibav.
Yes, I'm sorry that we could not give you the invitation beforehand. We later on came to know that we haven't sent you the invitation. So
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
really
we
sorry
forget
for
the most important stakeholder.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibe -1.
No.
But at last, I
No.
was the one who invited him again. So
No, he will get a bonus actually.
yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you. Anything you want to share with me?
No. So.
Any
It's nice to see you
difficulties?
today.
Anything you're facing? Anything you want me to help you with? I'm available day and night, weekend, whatever, whenever.
Yes, sir. I send you an email.
Ziggy, you send me an email?
Yeah, and both you and Monica. Yeah.
I will check. I will check it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Monica goes for. I mean, she's in vacation right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem. I will check it.
Thank you. Nice to see you today.
Merci. Thank you all. All right. If you don't have anything to say to me, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your presence again, and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.